Hi there, it's Kevin with the Rogue Market here with today's episode of the Daily Delve, where we delve into the MG market to look for a potential card that could go up in value. Today we're going to talk about Archmage Emeritus. This is a 4-mana 2/2 with Magecraft. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. Cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. Now, I like Archmage Emeritus because it is a very popular card in EDH, but more than that, it is a card out of Strixhaven. Yes, this does have a bundle printing, which we'll show in a second, but Strixhaven as a whole, I think, is a goldmine for potential cards to go up in value because I think that it is not going to be opened as much as other sets in this era because it's sandwiched right in between things like Commander Legends and Modern Horizons and Jumpstart, and now with the D&D set, that I think this is going to be a set that is overlooked. We've already started to see that with some of the uncommons that have gone crazy with this set, and this also was a set that didn't seem to have as much collector's edition boosters as previous sets like Zendikar or Kaldheim, which are still available for purchase and are much more popular than this set. However, the Strixhaven ones are very, very hard to come by and even have a higher price than their counterparts. So what that means is rares out of Zendikar or Kaldheim or other ones that had high print runs of especially collector's boosters, the rarities are almost like comparing apples and oranges because they're not quite the same rarity in the scope of things. So anyway, with Archmage Emeritus, it's one of the more popular cards out of Strixhaven according to EDH Rec, with a whopping 15% of all eligible blue decks since it's been printed have been opting to use the Archmage Emeritus. This is on par with something like Stormkilled Artist, which is just going to be an uncommon, which is also a great spec in the long term because we've even seen uncommons like Pitiless Plunderer go for quite a price tag. So be looking your eye on this one, but today Archmage Emeritus I think is another good one to keep your eye on for a potential spec. There is also this arbitrage with the Archmage Emeritus. Another thing I do like to look for is if newer, this is from a new set, but if you find any of the brand new sets that are actually running this, so there's this Usuri Fortune's Flame that 20% of all of it are running the Archmage Emeritus. That's also a very good sign for the card going forward because you just don't want this to be a one-hit wonder for the set that is printed in. Oftentimes EDH Rec will give you a little bit of misinformation if this card was, say, included in a commander deck that was also from that set. So Archmage Emeritus does have a trajectory that's very flat right now, mainly due to the fact that it does have a lot of printings with a lot of different versions, and like I mentioned before, it does have a bundle printing. However, there is a little bit of an arbitrage opportunity because Card Kingdom is currently selling them for $4 and they're buying them for $1.50 and $1.95 store credit. So if you actually look over at TC Player, that is almost the rate that you can get them from the sellers here for the buy list price from Card Kingdom. So if Card Kingdom, say, starts to sell a bit more, which it looks like they are very aggressive on buying them, meaning they've sold quite a few in the past few weeks. That's why their algorithm has been wanting to buy more of these. I think there must be some sort of static number that Card Kingdom tries to achieve, and that's what associates with this number here. So 90 is a very healthy amount that they do want to buy. And if we also look over like places like Star City Games, there are a few of these that are also sold out at the moment. Their bundle foils are sold out, their promo pack foils are sold out, and their regular editions are just down to 26 copies, which also can be quite low for Star City Games. So that is just a good sign for a card that's about to pop. Typically, I like to look at Card Kingdom first to see how the health of their supply. Look at their bundle price. They've actually moved up too, and this is recently they've jumped up the prices of this card. So for those reasons, I do like Archmage Emeritus. Like I said, the supply of it's very high right now with Strixhaven being a very recent set, but this might be a good time to start to accumulate some of these cards. I don't think that it's any rush for this card, but this is the time that I really start to get in on these lower end rares and lower end uncommons is now that Strixhaven is out of sight, out of mind with still healthy supply, yet not more supply coming into the mix, meaning drafts are over, people aren't cracking collector's editions and whatnot. I think this is the lowest that the prices are going to be. So it's stabilized off. I don't think it's going down any lower, barring a reprint, which probably won't happen with the bundle reprinting, and this is a very safe spec. So we're going to actually be talking about quite a few Strixhaven cards, I'm assuming, in the next couple of days because now is the prime time for many of these cards. So be looking forward to those videos. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, a comment. All those things helps the YouTube algorithm. So anyway, this has been Kevin with the Rogue Market for the Daily Delve. Thanks for watching.